73 key decisions in 9 priority areas, the Unified Pension Scheme and the PM Awas being the big moves. This is what Narendra Modi's team has been told ahead of the 100-day anniversary, which falls on September 5 of Modi 3.0. Union ministers have been told that the government has hit the ground running, and this was at a marathon 6-hour-long Council of Ministers meeting earlier this week. Minister was briefed on 73 key decisions taken by the Narendra Modi government in 9 priority areas in its third term so far. This was ahead of the 100-day anniversary of the third term of the Modi government on September 5, when these achievements will be publicized. The Unified Pension Scheme, expansion of the PM Awas Yojana with 3 crore more houses, and a host of infrastructure projects which have been announced recently, all of them have been cited as the big moves. The Prime Minister was in attendance at this particular meeting. 252 action points have been identified to implement these decisions. The Prime Minister told his team that we all will have to work 3 times harder in his government's third term. The Prime Minister also advised his colleagues to work 3 times harder together, and this was also the nearly 6-hour-long meeting was the kind of a meeting where the Prime Minister spoke at length, and the meeting went on for almost 6 hours. The Prime Minister even said that many ministers and secretaries were new, but they will get used to the working style of this government. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju said no target was unachievable for the government and the bar should be set high. Garib Kalyan, Yuva, Rozgar, Annadata, Nari Shakti and infrastructure. These were listed as the major priority areas for Modi 3.0. Every department, in fact, has been asked to list out the 10 big actions taken by it before September 5th. Union Ministers Mansukh Mandavia and Ram Mohan Naidu have been tasked to coordinate this exercise. The Prime Minister, interestingly, also said that political attacks on the government should be responded on a very strong footing and ministers should maintain the positive energy. He said that political opponents of the government have been attacking it, but they must be responded very strongly. And while the celebration of 10-year anniversaries of the landmark schemes of the government should also be done. Modi commended, in fact, the Women and Child Development Ministry for its quick response to the Mamata Banerjee government earlier this week, when the CM had written to the PM for stronger anti-rape laws. Sources say the PM cited this as an example to stress on quick response time by the government, saying the response must be on strong footing. The WCD ministry had written to the CM pointing to the non-operationalization of fast-track courts in West Bengal for addressing rape cases. The PM also said that the 10-year anniversaries coming up of various landmark schemes of the government must be celebrated, like the Finance Ministry had done recently with the 10 years of the PM Jan Dhan Yojana. He said this model of the Finance Ministry must be adopted by all ministries. All this was part of the new inform mantra given by the Prime Minister in addition to his existing perform, reform and transform model. The PM told his team of ministers to maintain the positive energy and not let any negative energy envelop the country. The PM has also asked the government to come up with a Rozgar ranking of the states to specify which state had generated how many jobs. He also asked for an organizational restructuring of central ministries and said central government employees must register on the iGOT platform, where they should be regularly examined for competence and certificates be given to them. Modi has also asked that state administrations needed to be streamlined and special workshops be held with participations of ministers from the states. To quote the Prime Minister, he said centre should show the disha to the political leadership of the states. The aspirational district scheme, the Prime Minister said, seemed to have become somewhat dormant, and the same should be rejuvenated by sending the officers in the field. Now let us come to the big decisions, the 73 big decisions that have been taken by Modi 3.0 in the last 3 months. In the presentation made before the Prime Minister and other union ministers, these decisions were listed out, and on top was the expansion of the PM Awas Yojana by the Union Cabinet right after the new government took oath, and the notification of the rules to crack down on examination leaks. The announcement by the PM from the Red Fort to increase the medical seats in the country was also listed as a major move. The new internship scheme announced in the budget was also listed as one under implementation to provide internship to 1 crore youth in top 500 companies with incentives both for the employer and the employees. The release of the PM Kisan installment, the increase in the MSP for various crops, the approval for Polavaram project in Andhra Pradesh, the new agricultural infrastructure fund and efforts made for the availability of urea at affordable prices were also listed as major moves. The Lakhpati Didi scheme was mentioned as a big decision made for Nari Shakti. Over 40 decisions made regarding the infrastructure sector also were a part of the presentation made before the PM. However, it was impressed upon all to accelerate the spend under capital expenditure, as only rupees 2.5 lakh crore has been spent so far in this financial year against a big target of rupees 11 lakh crore. A number of road projects, hydel projects, rail projects, metro rail projects, the 12 new manufacturing clusters, the 8 new high-speed road corridors and the 3 new airports announced in the last 3 months have also been listed out amongst the 73 big decisions taken by the Modi government. The unveiling of deep sea ports, the rollout of the 3 new criminal laws and 5 new districts announced for Ladakh also featured in this discussion. The big decisions like Bio E3 and Vigyan Dhara, which were just approved by the last cabinet, also formed a part of these discussions. The Prime Minister has been told that a target of 2030 for India to emerge as among the top 8 global destinations for higher education has been set. The PM had made this pitch from the Red Fort on August 15th. Ahead of September 5, the 100-day anniversary of Modi 3.0, the government is gearing to tell the people what all it has done in the first 100 days and how it has hit the ground running.